We are a public transit and public infrastructure advocacy organization. We also work on climate change, clean air, and affordable housing. We were founded in 2007 by Denny Zane. He was the former mayor of Santa Monica, former executive director of the Coalition for Clean Air.
I met Denny on January 10th of 2008. He had organized a conference based on a meeting that he had of 35 different organizations who came together and said, we have a real problem in Los Angeles, and that is we don't have a transportation system and we're going to face gridlock any minute.
That we had other allies that wanted to come to the table if we were going to have a real open conversation. Chamber of Commerce had never really sat down with organized labor, or the environmental community. The environmental community saw big business as a negative and not a partner in the process. And through Move LA's growth, that opportunity to bring these different points of view to the table and to seek a commonality, to seek a win-win-win situation for everybody was really what Move LA has become and what we've been able to demonstrate.
Move LA was a fundamental catalyst for Measure R. Move LA, on the ground, conceived of this idea that we could go to the voters and worked very closely with the Metropolitan Transit Authority here in Los Angeles and local leaders to get the notion that we could, in fact, get voters to invest in the transit future of the city if only we were to ask in the right way by proposing the right set of changes here.
We passed in 2016 Measure M, which not only extended Measure R indefinitely, but added an additional half-cent sales tax. So it's going to be about $120 billion public investment in our infrastructure, in mass transit, over the next now 35-ish years. It was 40 years at the time.
Move LA is well named. It literally has moved LA. I know sometimes people feel like LA is moving backwards, but when I work with Move LA, I know that we are moving forward. And I would say, never bet against LA.
When we develop a policy, it's to improve the lives of people. It's to improve the implementation of that particular policy, whether it's transportation, healthcare, education, water policy, or whatever the issue might be. To just grow and to have growth in the community is just more of. And at Move LA, we're not talking about more of. We're talking about how do we develop a strategic transportation problem that will not add more cement, that will not add more roads, that will not add more cars, but that it will accommodate the growth of population to make sure that we can accommodate the people that will be born in our community, that will be moving into our community.
Let's have a fairer, more just, more equitable LA. Let's make sure that the people that can't afford an expensive luxury car have the wherewithal to get around, because transportation is so critical, particularly in this town so spread out.
Move LA, I think, fundamentally understands you build a city for tomorrow, not for today.
So you ask the question of what Move LA can do, anything.
Move LA has had a lot of success, and we are going to have even bigger success in the future.